I'm a warrior. I go to the core. I am Invictus. Nothing crushes me, nothing.
You can hold the outside this time, mate. Oh, Samansky binned it. No way. No way he didn't. Get on the marbles, mate. Get on the marbles, pal. Oh, no, 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 no. My throttle stuck. Oh, my God. Throttle stuck. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, no, no. It's over. Oh, my God. Okay. Oh, my God. There's no way, bro. Swear to God, this can't be happening to me, bro.
Throw a punch at me, Cryptic. See if I can dodge it. Just my dodging skills, innit? Damn.
Lads, what's going on? What's going on, lads? How are we all doing? Oh, Barris, what's going on, bro? What's cracking, man? I was thinking, am I doing racing today? Are we doing? We got so much to talk about, bro. Test my dodging. Test your dodging. Big update tomorrow, man. Big update tomorrow. Actually, I generally can't wait. I can't wait. Oh, my camera's so high. Yeah, so the update tomorrow. I was watching some clips of what was going on today, to be honest. Streamers that I've got early, see what they were saying. I'm waiting for the test these wet lines. That's what I really want to test. But no, man, it just feels like LMU just moving in the right direction. When you look at some of the other games at the moment, it kind of feels like they're just leaving the door open for LMU to just take over. But I can't wait for wet. I'm going to be doing wet races just because. Just because, bro. them new LMP3s, yeah? Babe, actually, I might do, bro. Never know. But I think as well with HUD, tires seem to be a little bit more forgiving, so that might change the setups quite a lot. Tires are way more forgiving. How's the music back? Bro, I never have the music on. You know for a fact, right? Especially if you make content, you know having the music on is pointless. Actually, no. How's the music back? I always have the music off because normally you get a copyright strike. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, I've seen the endurance event, man. I wanted to get onto that. I just looked at my Discord. Didn't want to look too much earlier because I wanted it to be a surprise, man. Let's have a look. Let's have a butchers. All right. What we got? Got Monza. Ah, bro. Monza's, you're not gonna get to test the tires properly at Monza. You know what I mean? Like, and this layout as well, just midship melee. Midship. Oh, okay. Mid-engine cars, I guess. Interesting. McLaren, Corvette, Ferrari, Lamborghini, Porsche. At Portimao, probably got to favour the Porsche, I would think. Prototype fix car. Paul Ricard. Yes, this is where we're at, bro. Right here. This is open setup as well. Cheers. Hey. Yeah, I feel like the tire model is gonna be a bit given. That's gonna open up the car choice. Yeah, but the thing is with the vet is that actually it might be a lot better now, actually, because tires won't overheat. Corvette could be an option, genuine option now. I just find that most people are gonna find it more difficult. Whereas the Porsches, depending what the fix out for the Porsches, but normally it's like go to wing. So you're probably gonna have an easier time being fast in the. This is just for most people. Advanced Gold SR. Let's see what they're saying. Le Mans, boring. Boo. And Paul Ricard again. That open setup again. What trying to spoil us? Jeez. This is like the hour-long race, right? Starts every 40 minutes. Sure, this might be the play, you know. 60-minute race. Open. We're gonna be swinging between these two races, bro. I can't lie. We're gonna get to see what the tire wear says. And I might take a car that is less favorable on tire wear. See how we get on. See if it has the drop off or not. Because I'm telling you, bro, if some cars don't have that drop off, brother, might be looking good. Some cars, bro. Does that mean that the Ford, the Lexus, may not be pushed as much in these endurance events? Maybe. Let's be real. Majority of people drive the Ford and Lexus because of how in endurance race. That might be something that changes, man. Now you can use your brake ducts to heat up the tires, which is another good thing for all the cars that struggle in cold conditions. Yeah, I think that the cars that are good on tires, I just don't think they're not gonna have the advantage of the longevity, which is gonna be the main difference. Now the Ford is still gonna be good because it's very good on virtual, still favorable in that sense. As I think the Lexus is a little bit better than most of the other cars. Energy, sure if it's on me so far. The Ford normally on all tracks has got the best virtual, so it may still be viable. But for instance, if you look at a lot of the races, like Luke Whitehead will be getting pole pretty much every single race in that Ferrari, but does have a little bit of a drop off in tires. Now I have to start looking at cars like the Danger. Those cars are definitely going to. Anyway, let's get on to the endurance event. It's 10-minute practice, 50-minute quali, 6-hour race, 18 tires. Race starts at 11 8. That is at 3:92 and in the evening. So that's going to obviously be the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Most people, I'll say most, if you want to get in there with all the fast guys, most people are doing the 20th, 2 o'clock. That's sort of what is the norm now. Everyone sort of knows the time. 8 hours of Sebring. Wow, that's the weekend after. This is just after Christmas. Damn. Yeah, the team will probably be driving endurance, bro. Don't worry, we got you in there like somewhere, brother. You're in, man. Is my mic cutting out? What, my mic? Hold on. I don't know, bro. Generally don't know. My mic's been messing about. Let me turn it up a bit. Mic's been messing about. I've had to all change the port that my mic goes in. Let's see. All right, Marius, man. Hopefully he's not cutting out too much. No idea if it's cutting out. No one else has said anything, so I don't know. No idea. Okay. Just a noise gate then. Not loud enough now. You know, all right. Hold on, lads. Hold on. You sure it's not loud enough? Is it loud enough now? Is it loud enough now? What about now? Tell me it's better, brother. You good? Fantastic. Sweet. Cheers, Arnold. So let's talk about tomorrow, man. Generally, can't wait. I'm thinking what cars are going to be super strong around Paul Ricard. The good thing about Paul Ricard is this time we don't have the full Mistral straight. So on ACC, it tended to be the cars that are super strong down the straight were very hard to beat. But because we have the chicane, I mean, the top speed is not going to be everything. So it's going to be an interesting one. Car choice. I think car choice is going to open up a lot, to be honest. Actually, Dow, are you in Discord? This is probably something that we can all discuss. Hold on. Find out. But fix it, I promise. Boom. What about now? Should be all right now, right? What it is, the reason why I had to add like a crazy noise gate is because for whatever reason, the port that I normally put my microphone in just stopped working, but all my other ports on my PC have feedback. So it's like the only way I can get rid of the feedback is by putting like a noise gate on it. But the noise gate obviously will also cuts out your voice. So just keep letting me know if it's too much. You know? It's good now. Sweet. But yeah, let me see if you're in Discord then, bro. I'm gonna drag you in somewhere else. Yeah. Yellow.
Yeah, sorry, man. I was listening to your stream. I was like, oh shit.
What's going on, mate?
No, good, yo.
Nah, man. I'm getting hyped, bro. It's made me not even want to drive. because
Yeah, bro, I'm the same.
yeah,
I'm sitting here bored, I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, I've been looking, bro. This wet driving's gonna be difficult.
yeah, I can't wait.
Literally.
You reckon it'll be difficult? I think it might be a bit. I mean, if you know wet lines, I reckon you'll be all right.
Well, I've watched a few videos and people are like, I was just watching that Mavic, right? Bro, he couldn't even keep it on the track on the rubber line. Like, he was just spinning off. He was just spinning off. But like, I was just... sorry.
Do you reckon it depends on like how wet it is though? Do you know what I mean?
Well,
like,
it wasn't too wet where you were driving.
Right.
Like, yeah, I think he's good. I like a challenge. Do you know what I mean? And I think you're gonna have to adapt. So, yeah, I for me, it looked good. I'm up for it.
Right.
Yeah, I was just watching some other things as well with the because I was worried it was going to be too much grip. On the dry tire. From what I've seen, people are still spinning off and stuff like that. Like, it doesn't look over grippy. It looks a little bit easier on the cold, like when the tires are cold, but there still ain't like tons of. What I mean.
Because like people were saying like they didn't want it to go back to what it was before. Because beforehand, it was like I remember if you watch guys, I don't know if you guys have ever seen Kaiki Oliveira's channel, he was doing like hot laps, bro. This guy had the car like that's why no one could compete with his lap times, bro, because the car was just sideways the whole time. It's like, bro, like I can't do that, like literally. I don't have the talent, you know what I mean?
Ain't that guy a cheat though?
Who? Kaiki Oliveira? No, he drives for a BS competition, bro.
Oh, I thought you added him.
No, not that guy. That's different. That's different, dude. I'll be out in cheats all the time, bro. But nah, not him.
Oh yeah, who was the fast guy you said cheated, but he was just rapping?
The fast guy said that was cheating.
Yeah, I think you done the video, right? You said, "Oh, this guy's rapping."
Oh yeah, that was Kaiki Oliveira. Yeah, he's not a cheat.
Oh okay, yeah. I know. Yeah, he wasn't cheating.
Yeah, guy's a freak. It's insane.
Yeah.
Do you guys think we're going to have slip angle abuse? I don't know, man. It depends, like how I don't know. It depends how rigid the tires are. If the tires just overheat because you're sliding everywhere, then no, it won't work. Or even if it does work, it won't work for a whole stint. But you never know, man. They always find a way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And like I said, from what I've seen so far, it looks like if you abuse that slip angle too much, you spin off.
Yeah.
But again, it could. Yeah, you don't know until a couple of weeks in, right? First day, you're never going to see get the most out of it.
I think. Well, I'm glad that there's an endurance race the weekend after, because you know people are going to grind. So that's how you're going to get to find out, what the trick is. But we're going to see, man. Like, we got some grinding to do ourselves. I can't lie. Definitely got to be working on some setups.
I'm hoping they bring some of them mid-engine cars and like pushing that a bit closer to like the Lexus and mix it up a little.
Yeah, I think they will. I think they will.
Yeah.
But I can't lie. To be honest, my favorite car to actually drive out of the GT3s is the Porsche. But a lot of the time, it's just not quick enough, or not that it's not quick enough, but you can't do anything in endurance races against the Lexus and the Ford. You just can't. No, they're too good on tires. They're too quick.
Yeah, hopefully, like I said, there's a lot changes as well,
Yeah.
And I just want it, like, don't get me wrong, like, there's a good mix of cars. But in the endurance races, right, it's Ford, Lexus, sometimes the Merc. That's it. But yeah, it'd be nice to have cars.
So I saw the vet on random call sign that the car doesn't want to turn in high speed corners. Bro, that's the thing about the Corvette is, to me, like, the Corvette is like, the Corvette's like, like how the Nissan GTR was on ACC. The Corvette's just a specialist car, bro, because it's actually fast. Like, we've seen it firsthand. Like, we practiced with Penta and that, and the Corvette's rapid. It's just that most people can't drive it. That's what I was saying before. Like, it's a very fast car. Most people struggle to get the best out of it because of the way you have to drive it. That's why I don't really like driving it, but it's definitely fast. It's just like whether you want to like give up your whole entire sanity trying to keep it on the track or not.
Yeah.
You know
and it
what
could
I
be
mean?
like the Ford though on default setup. It's just understeer as hell.
No, it's like it's that car is very pitchy and like it's very hard to get in the right setup window, and then once you do, it's hard to keep it there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like it's just one of them. Joe, I think the Corvette to me is like the Red Bull in real life, bro. You know what I mean? It's fast.
It's all on the nose.
Yeah, but it's tricky to drive. It's very tricky to be fast in it. You know what I mean? It's only a handful of people you see being really fast in a Corvette. But look, Hubert and them guys took it the other day for the Le Mans, didn't they?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and they finished 4th.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. And another thing as well, I'm not too worried. If there is a little bit too much grip at the beginning, these guys listen. There will be an update and they'll fix it quick. So I'm not really too worried. Like,
do you know what? I feel like with Le Mans, it's gone from a lot of like, it's gone from one way all the way to the other. So the first update, the first time we played the game, there was a lot of slip abuse, like a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Literally sideways a lot of the time. And then they had the update where if you were slightly over the steering angle, you would instantly just bin it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then now they brought it back to where we have today, and now they're changing it again. So, I don't know. You know?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I really like this type. Like the time model we're on now, I think, you know, I really enjoy it. I just, like I said, I just wish some of the cars were a little bit closer.
Yeah.
And for me, that would have brought the game.
I think one of the biggest things, right, is the whole thing with now being able to like heat the rim of the tire and use your brake ducts to heat up the tires, because that was one thing that was killing it in terms of like certain conditions where, like, if it was too cold, there was just no point trying to do a quali in a Ford, bro, because you just could not get the tires up to temperature, especially if you're doing like a 20-minute race. Like, you just there's nothing you can do.
Unless your name's Jacob Osterman.
yeah, I don't know. Guy's just a freak, bro. There's some guys, the talent's just insane. It's natural. You can't teach that, bro. Yeah.
Right. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. And like, we're all going to test it. And like I said, these guys listen to the feedback. They're quite good feedback.
Yeah,
they really do get on it. So,
what car are you taking first tomorrow, bro?
Bro, I think I'm going to go with the Porsche or the Corvette. I'm going to just go totally...
Oh, you want
totally
difficult.
No, I want to try something different. You know, I'm normally running Lexus, BM, Merc. I want to come out of that and go into something that...
At Paul Ricardo, because I'm thinking, all right, once I get to the fast right-hander, what can I survive in? That's what I'm thinking. You know
front engine car, innit?
Yeah. What but no, like I might go Lambo. I mean, the Lambo might be a front running car again if you can. Now you're gonna be able to keep the temperatures under wraps, because not only does it allow you to heat the tires, it also is gonna allow you to cool the tires down by running your brake ducts open, innit? Yeah. So it works both ways. If they've done it well, it will work both ways, innit? So
yeah,
I can see the Lambo being top car.
Yeah, I like I said, I feel like these guys have been watching all the endurances and seeing, okay, Ford, Lexus, BM, that's it. None of these other cars are getting used. I feel like they're going to adjust that box. So I feel like we're going to be able to use a different range of cars. And
do you think, though, don't you think that the BOP is only really linked to the performance of the car on tires instead of the actual pace of the car? Because on raw pace, the Ferrari is just as fast as any of the other cars, bro. I've seen Luke Whitehead get so many pole positions, and realistically, the car fades where other cars don't. So that's how he ends up a lot of the time not being able to race for the win. But on raw speed, if we're just judging it off of speed, the Ferrari's fast enough to be up there. You know what I mean?
Like I said, now we're going to be able to cool the tires. It's probably just overheating tires, right?
Yeah.
Not an expert, but
that's it.
I feel like they're going to be able to cool the tires, and like you said, heat the tires up. So for all the conditions now, cars are going to be better. You know, you're going to be able to get them in the window and sort of keep them.
Yeah. Because, like, for instance, the Porsche overheats the rears. So now you can work with the rear brake ducts, leave them completely open. You know what I mean? Regulate because really all you want to do is like have the balance of the tire temps on the fronts and the rears, isn't it? So that's all you're really working towards, is to have a balance. Whereas some cars, like the BMW, the fronts would just go, and then that's it. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, and another thing, when I was watching the actual update video, they said they're not gonna. It's not got as big a tire spike as well.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be a lot better on some mid-engine cars, tires, especially.
Yo, Smells, appreciate it, bro. Yeah, listen.
Like I said, we're all going to be grinding. We're going to be testing it like everyone else.
You know what you do tomorrow, lads. What time are we getting on? I might get on at 7 tomorrow, and we just open up a server, like a practice server, and just have a bunch of people. Everyone just jump in and just grind, bro. You know what I mean?
Get up at 7.
No, not 7 in the morning. That's crazy.
That's a bit much,
yeah, I don't love the game like that. No, I'm talking about 7 in the evening. I stream 7 in the evening, create a lobby. We'll probably do pull record because that's what everyone's gonna want to do. And just grind subs. Maybe like a 2-hour lobby or something. Everyone just grind subs, jumping cars in and out, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what time the updates normally drop on.
I swear it's normally like 11, like 11, 12 or something, midday. Man said 7 a.m. I'm down to join. No, we're talking PMs, brother. PMs.
Yeah, man. I think it's good as well. You get a few cars on the go and to see. See what,
I'm definitely gonna do it. Definitely gonna do it. Do the do a little session.
Ricard is a great place to test these new tires.
Bro,
because like especially Imola, right? Say like is it Aqua Minerani?
Yeah.
You do lose a lot of grip there on the rears.
You do
feel that. So,
bro, unpopular opinion, bro. I like Paul Ricard as a track to drive. In F1, it was shite. I can't lie. But as a track to drive, I actually like Paul Ricard.
Yeah, I like Paul Ricard as well. I do. Yeah. It's a great, and do you know what? It's a great track to race and to watch.
Drops tomorrow, basically. Bro. So, update drops tomorrow. It's normally like 11, 12, I think. You know when it's normally at the time when the races change over from today's dailies to tomorrow. So it's normally around 11 o'clock, I think.
Yeah. Be on pretty early tomorrow. So man, I'm game and I feel like like I said, I'm not too worried if it ain't right there straight away because these guys do listen to us and they listen to the community. Yeah. They do get it on.
Yo, Bolt, I'm cool, bro. Definitely, if you're about tomorrow, you jump in as well, man. Everyone jump in. You know what I mean? So we can just line up all the cars. One day we need to do a straight line test, bro. We need to do a straight line speed test as well.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Can we do the whole straight?
No, not well. I think we've only got the F1 layout right now, but they said they're gonna bring more layouts once they've brought up the whole pack. You know.
Yeah.
And one thing I got from the update video as well is he said at the end, he said something about let our imaginations run wild or something like that. So I know we're getting the Asia pack, bro. He can't. I know, bro. It has to come. It has to. Bro. It has to.
I was thinking, do you reckon we'll get the IMSA pack as well or not?
I mean, I don't know if IMSA's. I know it's in the realm of possibility, but I feel like the Asia pack is more in the realm of possibility because the reason how they're able to bring this DLC because it was that ACO Le Mans series, and obviously there's an ACO Le Mans Asia series. You know what I mean? So they're more likely to be able to get that. IMSA, they probably have to get some other license for that. So I don't know, but if they did. Rumor has it it's IMSA, bro. You lot chill out.
If it's IMSA, we got Daytona, bro. Daytona, oh my god.
You lot love Daytona, innit? You lot love Daytona.
Daytona's a crazy good track.
What tracks does IMSA even race at, bro? I have to go look this up.
Daytona, Lime Rock, Road Atlanta.
Don't do that.
Virginia Raceway.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
VIR
they got
as well.
They got a sick list of tracks. Just off the top of my head, right? Daytona, Lime Rock, Virginia Raceway, Sonoma. I think Sonoma's on there.
Sonoma.
I think you'll have to check that. But if you
I'm checking right now. Hold on.
Road Atlanta, Lime Rock, Virginia Raceway. It'll be if that pack comes.
Right. Hold on. So you got Daytona, obviously. Sebring, we've already got. Long Beach.
Jeez.
Come on.
Long Beach. What? But that must mean they got part of the IMSA thing already, or does ELMS already go?
We already go in WC.
Yeah.
Long Beach will be super dope, bro. Can't lie.
Bro, do you remember that on P-Cars too? I haven't raced that since P-Cars.
Genuinely, bro. I can't, bro. That was like my last pole position, brother. I got a pole position around Long Beach in the Renault RS01 GT3.
Yeah.
I was too proud until my wheel cut out and put me in the wall. Lost me the race.
Yeah.
I'm upset about that. What's this track? Monterey Sports Car. What? No, ain't this just Laguna? It looks like Laguna. Detroit Grand Prix. Yeah, it's Watkins Glen as well. Damn.
Watkins Glen.
What's this? Chevrolet Grand Prix, bro. What's the actual name? Oh, Tire Motorsport Park. I like this track. This track's dope.
Oh, bro, is that Charlotte? Remember that? Is that the one from P-Cars? That dead track along?
No. I don't think it is. Road America. Choose. Oh, they got some circuits on this, innit? Damn. Yo, IMSA's actually got a light, but think about it, right? This pack would be massive. They're not going to bring us all these tracks, bro. Surely not.
No. All I need is Daytona,
Road
America. Yeah. Throw in a Laguna if you wanted, and a bit of Ohio. I've got it.
Nah, we could drop kick Laguna out of there. Get us Road America. That's dope. Get me Long Beach. I'll take one for the fans, bro. I'll take one for the fans, even though I don't really care about Daytona. I'll have it, you know. I'll have a Daytona.
Yeah. I suppose it all comes down to licensing, right?
Yeah. No, hey, Yeko, I'm not crying. I want the Le Mans Asia pack. I can't lie. I actually want that. Let's have a look at their calendar because I know it's Malaysia. and that's like one of my favorite tracks.
What's the other track? Is it Zhuhai?
They got Dubai as well. And Dubai,
yeah.
No, this I'd actually prefer this. I can't lie. It's more of my favorite tracks here. Calendar. I think it's got Dubai Autodrome. I think. Yeah, Sepang. Yeah, Sepang, Dubai Autodrome, and Yas Marina. What we just had the F1 finale at.
Yeah.
And it's I can see this being what we get. 3 tracks. I think this is more likely, isn't it? But it's 3 good tracks. To be honest,
that's all this.
You know, 3 good tracks. I'll take it.
Dubai's a great track.
Yeah, Dubai Autodrome is like one of my favorites from P-Cars, bro. Sepang is a great track as well. You know what I mean? Like a wet race at Sepang. Jeez, with the wet lines. Yeah. Hey. And then,
bro, I just want to race Brazil and do the max line. That's all. As soon as I get on the game, that's what I'm doing. I ain't even joking.
Everyone's trying that 2016 max line. I'm telling you, everyone.
Cool. I'm clipping that up as well. Whoever I overtake doing that, I'm clipping.
Yeah, bro. I'm just gonna be going out there in the dry just to practice. I might practice some wet lines in the dry today. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm looking forward to this new ranking system.
Yeah, no, we don't have Dubai. We don't have Dubai, bro. We don't have Dubai. The only game I've ever raced Dubai Autodrome on is P-Cars and Race Room. But the Abu Dhabi, I've only raced that on the F1 games. And actually, I had the mod for this on Assetto Corsa. But this being a night race with the hotel and stuff on Le Mans would look crazy.
Yeah.
You know?
Imagine a 12-hour race around there. That'd be sick.
Bro, any endurance race, man. Any endurance race, you know.
What one are you signing up for then? What are we doing?
Well, we're doing Paul Ricard, didn't we? We got to.
Yeah.
6 hours. We got some members. You know what I mean? We got some members. We should be able to get through that. 6 hours. Me, you, Maris is there now. I don't know what Prentice is doing. He might have to do it with his team, so I don't know. But we got drivers, bro.
Yeah, I'm
chilling. You know what I mean? We just got to pick a car, innit? We got to pick a car. What car?
Yeah.
I'm asking these lot. What car should we do pool recording? Actually, we haven't even tested it. Let me not do that.
Oh yeah.
We get locked in and then record, you know?
Yeah.
But
I think though, like what we should do, we should let them decide. But we'll pick like I don't know 3 cars that knows good.
Yeah, we'll give a choice of 3.
Yeah, I think that's cool then.
A choice of 3. But give us a choice of 3 cars, innit? And then from that 3 cars, we'll pick one.
Yeah.
That works.
So when have we got Paul Ricard this week?
Is it this? No, it's the
19th to 20th. Oh, okay, next week.
Yeah. That's gonna be something. That I actually can't wait. Genuinely, like now I'm more thinking like, what track can I do that resembles something I'm gonna get from Paul Ricard? There just is none, really, is there? Long corners.
See.
Monza's without the chicane. I'm not even bothering with that. It's a waste of my time.
Monza without the chicane?
Yeah, it's just a waste of time, bro.
Yeah.
Can't be ours. And I think it's fixed as well. So wherever car's fast down the straight, he's going to get everyone in the same car. You know what I mean? But there's 2 Le Mans races on this week. You got the 40 minute race, and then the hour race is also not Le Mans, they're Paul Ricard. You got 2 Paul Ricard races, and both of them are open setup. So that's where I'm going to be spending my week.
No, for sure.
Man said no GTEs, brother. No one cares about the GTEs anymore, brother. It's over. You know what I mean? Like I said, the GTEs. Do they even get updated? Do they even does the tire model even get updated with the GTEs? Does anyone even care about the GTEs anymore? Bro, I haven't cared about the GTEs since the GT3s came out. I used to love them. You know, one thing that was really good. I wish you was playing the game back then. Back then, you never used to get dive bomb, bro. Never. Because you just couldn't get the car stopped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when someone like sent one and got it stopped, you had to be like, yo, fair play, bro.
Yeah.
It was not easy to do that. Like,
bro, I hope they space out the grid a little bit. That's one thing I wish they'd do.
Yeah, for sure. Different classes, right?
Yeah, just space them out a bit more. Because it's just literal.
Yeah,
every race.
It's the same. Remember, we was watching VMS on Sunday, and what's his name? Delorme got pole and then just got wiped out by the. Yo,
like crazy rejoin.
Yeah, that rejoin was insane. Yeah. Imagine getting pole in that lobby in that field just to get wiped out.
Yeah. All that practice that goes into.
Yo, Michael, what's happening, brother? Hey, I was gonna say, sorry, Michael just reminded me that the auto bans and the new badges and stuff, anti-cheat and stuff. Yeah. Forgot about that.
There's a few people who need them quick.
Yeah. Bro, I can't. I was
gonna say. So, do you remember that race we watched on Sunday?
Yeah.
So people have raised a few things saying it shouldn't be allowed, but it happens in real racing.
What's that?
If you've got team, well, Yone said like. He doesn't like it. It should there should be a rule implementing. Team members can't do this.
Yeah.
Now I'm against that because obviously, if you're racing for a team, you're going to help your team out with the champion.
Bro, it's a controversial one. Let me try and explain it to everybody. Right. Basically, if you guys don't know what virtual motorsport series, VMS, right? It's it's pretty much like an esports racing league on LMU. And Yone Simic was going for the championship in the last race, and basically all he had to do was finish second. And, well, he had to finish second because the guy that was leading the championship got damaged at the start of the race, and the guy that was leading the championship had to finish in 8th position, right? Basically, he was all the way in 10th, got up to 9th, but he was around about 8 seconds behind his teammate. He's not his teammate in the actual championship. He's just his teammate because they're in the same esports team. So basically his teammates slowed down, let him through. So he got the championship and Yone didn't. And the reason why I can kind of see Yone's point is because he ain't got no teammate to slow him down. So he's fighting a whole different fight, bro. And it's an individual championship. It's not actually a team championship, innit? So like, if you're, for instance, like Yone, he went up against like 3 people in the same team. And that's why like Hoyer and all these guys were racing him so hard because they were all in the same team. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because remember Erkan could have won that at one stage. So when Simic wasn't second, Erkan was winning that championship, and then that's why Hoyer and that's I think it was Sven. That's why they were blocking Simic so hard because they were trying to get Erkan to win it, but then he got through.
I understand that. But maybe they should limit the amount of team members they can have from one team then.
Yeah, you can't.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you can't really limit it because it's like you just want the best of the best in the league at the end of the day, and they're all the best. But it's like if you're in an individual championship, there's no point being like, for instance, like Simoncic is by himself, and you got teams that have got like 3-4 members. You know what I mean? So they can literally just throw a championship if they want one of their guys to win it, which means that he's competing on it's not a level playing field for him. You know what I mean? No. So
maybe there should be a rule implemented then to say, listen,
everyone's got a race, bro.
Yeah. If you slow down, obviously I know people make mistakes and stuff. Maybe there should be something to stop this happening, because there's a lot of guys, like especially a lot of the top teams have got like 4 or 5 good drivers.
Yeah.
I mean,
because
bro, if you were gonna win a championship, bro, I wouldn't be helping you, bro. I'd be blocking.
No, you bloody well wouldn't. You know what I mean?
I mean,
look, the thing is, I feel like naturally, especially if you're like friends with someone, if they're going for a championship, naturally, especially if they're faster, you're probably just gonna let them through. So I understand the normal human element to it. But from the outside looking in, what Yone is having to deal with, he's literally fighting the world, bro. You know what I mean? He's fighting Hoyer, Sven, and Erkan, and then he's fighting Grigoletto, De Bueno, and whoever else is their teammate. You know what I mean? And it's just him by himself. You know what I mean? He's literally having to overtake these guys that are trying to go extra hard to hold him up. You know what I mean? So I get that, you know, and if it's an individual championship, then everyone's just got a race. But at the end of the day, you're never going to make De Bruyne and them guys fight Grigoletto as hard as they fight Yone. It just doesn't make sense, because then they got to go back to their teams and explain it to their team managers. And so why did you stop this guy from winning a championship and he's in the same team as you? And because at the end of the day, you know how all that stuff sort of works. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be crazy.
It's a tough one, isn't it?
It's a tough one.
Especially like if there's no constructors, like there's no money for team championship. It's just single.
Yeah, because Yone, I think that's the 3rd time he's lost out in a row in that championship.
Due to these circumstances?
I wouldn't say due to those circumstances, but like, I think he's lost the championship in the last race 3 times, bro. You know what I mean? So, yeah, he's probably just annoyed now. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, bro. Like, he didn't qualify that well, but he raced really well. He was rapid in the race. So maybe just got to fix that quali. I don't know. I think the update is out like 11 normally.
Yeah.
So yeah. What did you? I didn't even get to. We didn't. Did we discuss? No, we haven't discussed the F1. What did you make of the F1 then? I thought anti-climax. Yeah.
Man, I got more respect for Max. You know, I felt like he could have gone, backed everyone up, done some craziness, but he didn't.
Yep.
Just went out there, won, and did his thing, you know. And Lando, I felt like deserved it. Yeah. If Max was in that McLaren, it would have been wrapped up 5 races ago. Yeah. I don't think it was all the ending we thought it was.
Man said thoughts on the Gen Z Damon Hill winning an F1 title yesterday. You know, the Gen Z Damon Hill's crazy. Nah, man, Lando's not the Gen Z Damon Hill. Look, and Lando, he did the job, innit? I wasn't having it, bro. I always said I thought Lando was a slightly better driver than Oscar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In my opinion, anyway. He's slightly quicker and he's better on tyres. So I felt like he's a slightly better driver.
Like you said before as well. Oscar had a meltdown. Every time Lando was in front of him, he had a meltdown.
Yeah.
You know, and he just, Lando, he was just in his head.
Yeah,
that's probably just from not being in that position.
Maybe, mate, yeah. And like, because in the end, you have to look at the mistakes that he made, bro. Like, that period of the season where bins it at Baku twice, bins it in Brazil, bins it in Kota, bins his teammate, wipes him out. Like, bro, that's a run of terrible results. And to me, a lot of it started like in Singapore, they had a little comment together and they were acting like he's going to get a position back for a little bump of wheels. Like, no, bro, like, come on, man. You know what I mean?
I think that just shows his mental.
Yeah.
He was just...
He knew if Lando was in front of him, he was not catching him. That's what it was, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Man said Lando reminds me of Damon Hill from 94-95 season. Yo, Zach, what's going on, bro? Yeah, I mean, I think it was slightly tougher for maybe for Lando because Coulthard was always put there as a number 2, kind of, you know? Yeah. So, like, Oscar Piastri was definitely a strong opponent for Lando, but honestly, man, if Red Bull had sorted out that car any earlier, it would have been a wrap.
Yeah.
Okay, you bought the Race Pro, Michael. Nice, you need it. And the update's not out tonight. It's out tomorrow. It's normally like 11 a.m. bro. Not tonight. But yeah, that I don't know, man. Like you can look at so many things like that decided that championship, man. Because I know Max didn't want to answer that question, but that meltdown he had at Barcelona, bro, it cost him in the end, you know. That when he crashed into Russell on purpose and got there, what did he get? Like 10-second penalty or whatever it was? Or, you know what I mean? That dropped in that he lost 9 points because of that. And he lost the championship by 2. So, you know what I mean? Like, you have to say that cost him. And the reason why I'm saying like that cost him is because that's something that's within your control. It's within your control to handle your anger and not lash out. So that cost you. I'm not talking about stuff like when he got binned by Antonelli at Austria, because that's outside of your control. The things in your control is what cost you the championship, you know? Man said do a quick 20-minute race, bro. It's borderline boredom. You know what I mean?
What's the point, bro? Like, I was sitting there earlier, I was like, what's the point?
Man said one more time on 1.1. There's nothing to do, brother. There's just nothing to do. Wasn't it you that saying that the servers were like super quiet yesterday? I swear.
They were literally dead.
Yeah.
Like even now, there's not many people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Everyone's just waiting for tomorrow. Look at this, bro. Yeah, 43 people. Oh, bro, it's cooked. For Bahrain, 40 minutes, 43 people, bro. Damn. There's nothing really going on, is there?
Like going back to what you said about Max with the 2 points. Like, you could say that about Lando, right? At Vegas, when he got disqualified. If he hadn't been disqualified, he wouldn't have miles there.
Yeah, but that's the thing about like the thing is with that. Again, that's like stuff that's outside of his control, isn't it? I think the mistakes that Lando made was probably when he binned at Canada trying to overtake Oscar. That was something that was within his control. You know what I mean? But sometimes crashes happen when you try to go for an overtake. What Max did is not really supposed to happen because he lost his head and he lashed out and it got him a penalty that cost him 9 points. That 9 points, or that you know, him flipping a switch and flipping out cost him a championship. If he just stayed a little bit calmer, you know, and it just shows you like every point matters in sport. If he just stayed a little bit calmer, gave the position, said, you know what, fuck it. Even if he lost that position and stayed where he was, he would have been world champion now.
And the Dutch Grand Prix, right? He had an engine failure there.
Yeah. Norris, yeah. What's my race pace around Bahrain International? I don't know what it is on this championship, but before we got into the 2 minutes, isn't it? We get a 2:09 or something.
You're 2 minutes, mid 2 minutes.
What race pace though? Race pace. I can't remember, bro. Oh yeah.
You did 2:05, 2:06 in the Lexus, bro. Yeah.
Oh yeah. But that was when we was practicing for the endurance.
Yeah. Did Norris crash at Canada?
Yeah, he crashed into Piastri in Canada,
but
he only retired him. Yeah. It only retired him though. So
yeah. So there was times like.
Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, you see that thing with Hamilton in China 07. I don't even really blame him that much for that, you know, because I feel like the team should have known better. You know, like his tires are bald. You know what I mean? Like, you should just called him into the pits earlier. So obviously it's on him because he's skating off, but I feel like there's a bit onto the team as well, isn't it? 97 was on Schumacher. Like, shoot, bro. Like, to me, 97 is the closest we get. Like, what Max did this season is comparable to what Schumacher did in 97, because we all know the Williams was quicker, like we all know the McLaren's quicker, but somehow the guys are still there. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. That's what I like about a driver, bro. You don't always need the best car to compete. You know, Max Verstappen is like ultra consistent, so that's how he always ends up in the fight. By the end of the season, he's ended up winning more races than both the McLaren drivers, bro, which is crazy considering the car that these guys had. You know, it's actually insane, bro. I can't believe that. Like, after Zandvoort, this guy was like 104 points behind Piastri, and he's ended up in front of him by the end of the season. It's crazy. We can't point to any period of the season where you could say the McLaren was weak, where there's been quite a few periods where the Red Bull just was not great.
Yeah.
You don't have to crawl, just go ahead and stick it on the charger, man. You know? They should make it fair, give everyone the same car. Yeah, but that just wouldn't be F1, you know? F1 will always be like a, you know, car-dominated series, man. Huh? My phone's here. Oops. Yeah. Yeah, even in F2, that's the thing about same spec series. Even in F2, even though it's the same chassis, the cars are not all exactly the same, bro. You have some teams that have got way more funding than others, so they can afford the better engineers, the better setups, everything. So it's never truly an equal playing field. You know what I mean? That's just what it is, man. That's why if you look at, like, back in the day, a lot of the same F2 teams would be the ones that win the championship, because they were the ones that had all the links to all the bigger F1 teams, man.
What car are you going to test? What car are you going to test
tomorrow? Let's have a little look through the cars, shall we? Let's have a little look. Little gander. What car, bro?
You did say Lambo, but I don't know. I don't know if that would be...
Yeah, no, I might go with that. Naturally aspirated, no turbo lag. Nothing to think about, just put your foot down out the corner. Do you know what I mean? I might have to start getting used to driving a Lambo again.
Yeah, I was just, so I was saying, I was just watching, and he was testing Lambo around him, and there was still a lot of slip, but not as much.
Yeah. You see, the thing is, right, what I'm wondering now, because remember when, I can't remember if I told you about it, you know, a lot of the time when you run the ABS on 6, right?
Yeah.
It seems to create a little bit more front tire wear, yeah?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking now, with a little bit more slip, can you get away with that? And obviously, because the Lambo is quite fast when you run it on 6 ABS, isn't it? You know what I mean? So if that doesn't kill the tires anymore, then 6 ABS in a lot of the cars might be the way to go. 9 ABS might be a thing in the past. It's going to be something we have to test, man. I might have to have a little gander in this Lambo, you know.
That'd be nice, man. Like I said, I want to test Corvette. I want to test the mid-engine cars, because I feel like they're definitely going to bop them a little bit better.
Bro, I don't know. I need to see the patch notes, man. Because they be doing silent bops to BOP. I can't even lie. A lot of the time, them bops will be silent.
Have we seen the patch notes now?
Maybe. I don't know. Might be in Steam, innit? Man says, when does the bot for F1 come in? The bot for F1 is already here now. 2026, new cars, new engines. It's going to be a completely different formula, man. No more DRS. DRS gone. Active aero. Going to be crazy. Yeah, the fam's good, bro. They're blessed. Everyone's chilling, man. Oh, this was open setup, isn't it, this Bahrain? I've got no setup for the Lambo here, I don't think. We've got a little Interlagos vibes.
Bro, I'm going to leave you and let you do your race, yeah?
Alright, brother.
Right, man. Speak to you in a bit, yeah?
In a bit. Man said need virtual energy in F1. It wouldn't really work because all the cars are fueled to the end anyway. Because there's no refueling in F1, it would never work the same, do you know what I mean? No, the update's not on today. Some content creators have got it early though. Without the swap, Lando wouldn't have won. Yeah, he would. Because I mean, yeah, he wouldn't have beat Max, but the swap really was nothing really to do with Max. I know some people don't agree, but I think the swap was fine, bro. Personally. I think the swap was fine because it wasn't like Piastri was beating him. Like, Piastri was getting smoked. You know what I mean? The team messed him up. You know? Yeah, but it is what it is. That's not something that Max could control. He could control what happened in Barcelona. Do you know what I mean? To me, the thing that probably lost Max the title is, one, what happened in Barcelona, and two, getting taken out by Kimi Antonelli at Austria. That's what lost him the title. That's truthfully what I feel like lost him the title. Because the Austria is one of his better tracks, so he probably would have had a decent result there, you know? And that was his only DNF, I think, this season. He got took out, so yeah, man. I think deep down, Antonelli knows it. That's why he apologized afterwards. I know, like, people think that he apologized for making the mistake at Qatar, but a mistake's a mistake, you know? But taking someone out, yeah, I feel like that's more of the issue. No, you can't say not a deserving world champion, bro. I don't think you can say that. Was he the best driver on the grid? No. But, you know, that happens a lot of times in F1, man. Jack Villeneuve won the championship. He was not better than Schumacher in '97, though. You know what I mean? Like, Raikkonen won the championship in '07. Was he? I don't think Raikkonen was better than Hamilton or Alonso in '07. I'll be honest. And I like Raikkonen. So sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles, man. Like, at the end of the day, F1 is always going to be the majority about the car you drive.
Logging enabled.
Yeah, but I feel like in terms of performance, to me, because I go off of the performance, bro. I don't really focus on the controversies, the swaps and all this other. I don't focus on that. I just go off of who performed out of the whole season, who's the most consistent, performed the best, and like literally got the maximum out of their car. And obviously that was Max. But I felt like that's been Max for the last how many years? Even like, I know people are upset about 2021, but if I look at over 2021, who was the most consistent? Max was more consistent than Lewis in 2021. If we're being honest, you know. And in 2022, he was more consistent than anybody else. 2023 was definitely more consistent. 2024, the same. You know what I mean? Like, always getting the maximum out of the car. That's all any F1 driver has to do, bro. Oscar's not getting railed, bro. I'm sorry. I don't agree with that. Oscar railed himself. Like, to me, you cannot be a world champion and crash 3 times in 3 different races, bro. Like, you could not expect to win a championship. You crashed yourself in Baku twice. You crashed yourself in Brazil in the sprint. You crashed in Kota, took out your teammate. Bro, you cannot expect to win world championships and have a run of form like that, bro. Like, literally. It no matter what you want to say. Like, he had a good car, bro. Now, I'll tell you why I don't agree with this whole thing of McLaren favouring Lando, because last season, when Lando was going for a championship and Piastri was going for absolutely nothing, they were still giving Piastri team orders that allowed him to win at Hungary, even though Norris was clearly faster, bro. So why are they going to give him team orders now when he's actually in a championship fight? They weren't even giving him team orders when he was in a proper fight, when he wasn't in a fight last year. You know what I mean? Like, literally, last season, Piastri was taking points off of Norris, racing him super hard, and he's not even in the championship fight, like, at all. You know? So, and you know, McLaren didn't tell him to get out of the way. They let him race Lando, you know what I mean? Cost him points, cost him positions, and that's when he's not in the fight. When he was in the fight, bro, he had every single opportunity, bro. What stopped him from winning at Baku? He crashed. What stopped him from winning the sprint in Brazil and the race? Nothing. Nothing stopped him, bro. There's not a... The only race you can say that they stopped him was Monza, and if you take away the mistake from the team, where was he? He was behind Lando. So they haven't cost him nothing that he did not earn, bro. Like what did Lando... What did he get... What did he not get that he actually earned on his performance, bro? You know? The only thing you can say is Qatar, and they cost both their drivers. But on performance, what did they cost Piastri? Yeah, but they cost both their drivers, bro. Remember, Lando could have won the championship there. Max could have been out of the whole championship. My tyres are cool. All I got to do is go back to the pits to restart that. Not a problem, brother.
Locking enabled.
Lamo, this is a very old setup, bro. I don't even know if it's gonna work. Yeah, I don't get what the whole hate is towards Lando. Like, he's not my favorite driver, but I don't dislike the guy, you know. At the end of the day, I felt like the whole championship came down to... What the hell? The whole championship came down to who performed more times out of none, and Piastri didn't. Like, when everyone says, oh, the team favoured Lando, like, okay, show me where Lando got preferential treatment, because the last thing I remembered is Piastri had the faster pit stops this season, and he had no reliability issues. Oh shit, fuck. Alright, this is how we warm the tyres up. This is how we're warming the tyres up, alright? We warm the tyres up just like that. But yeah, like, when you look at in terms of like the team dynamic, pit stops, who had the better pit stops? Piastri. He didn't have no mechanical failures, whereas Lando did. So if we're talking about like how much points the team cost their drivers individually, you could argue that the team cost Lando more points than Piastri. I only get sick there. This is practice anyway. I haven't even signed up for the race. I'm just driving the Lambo because I might drive it tomorrow. Wow, this setup is quite understeering down. Yeah, I think 6 ABS in this car is way better. Alright, let me... Okay, 6. I'll go down to... Was it 49.0? Can't remember. I haven't driven this car for ages. Okay, overshot. But the force feedback is way lighter in this car for whatever reason. Turn! Okay, it's sketchy there. It's sketchy. Alright, this is an old setup, bro. Prehistoric. Let me see how old this setup is, bro. Because I'm not having the cars handling like that.
Log building finished.
I'm not having it. How old actually is this setup, bro? 27th of the 7th. Damn. This is a good few months back, bro. Is this before the last update? Let me see what I did. Let me see what I did. What am I running on? What's the max? 8. The minimum is 4. I don't actually think that's too bad though. I've got hella no, bro. I don't even know why the car's handling like this, bro. It should be understeer as hell. Putting that down. Go over a bit of this. Cars is gonna be sketchy, I think. Preload's quite high. Do you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. There's a bot change, yeah. Jeez. See, this is what, bro. This is why I don't.
Logging enabled.
I don't even want to drive today. I'm learning nothing driving today. No, I put the rear up. I put the rear up. It was on 59. It was on 5.9. Now it's on 6.3. How do you guys feel about the Lambo anyway? Hey, there's not too many people driving it, man. Now and again, you see people driving it when it's got a good bot for a fixed race. Oh shit. Don't do this to me! Oh, fucking hell. Alright. Need to turn this force feedback up, brother.
Log building
5 minutes.
finished.
5 minutes, bro. I don't even have time to do a proper lap. Get this force feedback up. Wait. Why does it feel so light in this car, bro? It's on 40. The hell? Bro, I never have to run it this high unless I'm in VR. Why is there no force feedback in this car, bro? It's weird.
Logging enabled.
Man, see, you're off to Specsavers. When you're in the car, we can barely hit, bro. Hold on. I don't remember putting my mic down this low. Hold on, lads. Hold on. My mic's got a limiter, I think. What about now? What about now? Still a limiter? Tell me if it goes higher. Oh, there you go. What did I just mute? Is it this? No, maybe it's this. Why does my mic look limited, bro? It's weird. Is that working better now, lads? Is it working? Is it sharper? I have no idea why my mic's now limited, bro. It's weird. Is this louder? Yeah, I think that's a bit louder now, isn't it? I think we're good. But be prepared to hear all the shifts and all sorts, brother. Up, Coulter. Oh, I'm not getting a lapping, am I? Well,
Log building finished.
we might as well just wait till the next session. Might as well. And now tomorrow, I'm definitely gonna grind the Lambo. I think. Just drive something different. Maybe even a Ferrari. I got a feeling that Ferrari might come to the fore, but if there's gonna be a box change, then damn. That means there's going to be a lot of testing. And all your old setups might just be useless now. Because there might be a different, you know, a different way to make the cars go fast. You need some help with the Ferrari. What do you need help with? The Ferrari is a quick car, definitely over 1 lap. But I feel I've got a feeling that the Ferrari is going to be a lot more popular now. Just because you can control the tire temperatures with the brake ducts. The Ferrari, I think, is going to be very popular. Your PC doesn't want to turn on? What? That don't sound good, brother. Check your RAM. That's got to be your RAM sticks, bro. Actually, I actually agree with you. I think that braking is actually quite hard in the Ferrari. I can't lie. I can never... it feels like I could never brake in the same place twice. I actually do struggle with braking in the Ferrari as well. Yeah. Chicanes on the back straight at Paul Ricard, man. I like, for instance, like where I struggle in the Ferrari is like turn 1 at Bahrain, corners like that where I'm like heavy on the brakes, bro. I always either overshoot or I brake too early. I can never get it quite right. Whereas in other cars, it's like way easier. I'm a little bit like that in the McLaren as well. Oh, that's a thought. The McLaren back in the day was an absolute rocket ship, bro. The McLaren might be an option now. Let me just think. It's all going to depend on how you can set these cars up, man. You love the Ferrari because of the turning. Yeah, I mean, it's got a nice front end. BMW will be good. BMW should be strong. They can get rid of the tyre struggles. But I say with the McLaren, I remember, bro, because I don't know whether they've changed it, but you used to be able to run the wing quite low, and that car was rapid. You know what I mean? But you'd have to say, like, if you could control the tire wear on the BMW, yo, that car's gonna be strong, bro. I can't wait to do the wet races, man. Wet lines and stuff is gonna be insane. Two-minute 2.9, bro. I haven't done Sebring in about 3 or 4 months. Bro, I've neglected Sebring, bro. Am I using the same app? Yeah, Motec. But apparently they're bringing out some sort of app with this update. So I don't know if a lot of the third-party apps are gonna work, because something to do with the anti-cheat. Because you know you got a lot of anti-cheats that don't allow like third-party apps to be running while you're playing the game. You know what I mean? So I have no idea, bro. 59.3 at Sebring. Bro, I couldn't even tell you a fast time at Sebring, bro. I literally just don't even do the track. What is oh, LMG, oh, GTE, bro. Yeah. Oh, 59.3 at Silverstone, okay. No idea. Well, I haven't done Silverstone since the first week it came out, but done a 4:02 best time in a race. That's another track I don't do. I think the game is bringing some type of data recording thing, I think, something like that anyway. So I don't know if that's going to affect Motec or any of the other third-party apps. But for instance, like, because my pedals, obviously my pedals have an app with it. So for instance, when I go on Battlefield, I have to plug my pedals out. Otherwise, the game I won't be able to use my control pad because there's a third-party app with my pedals. So it literally, I can't even use the control pad. I have to plug the pedals out just to play Battlefield. And a lot of anti-cheats do that, so. Right, let's go back in to do some more laps at Bahrain. Bro, that's what happens a lot when someone's so much faster than somebody else, bro. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be interesting. What car are you looking forward to driving, V? I know you're in the Ford a lot of the times, but do you feel like the Ford might lose some of its advantage because now the other cars may be able to regulate the tire temperatures a little bit better? So a lot of the other cars might be better on tire wear now, or at least be able to, you know, match the Ford somewhat. Yeah, 42.3 is not too bad, man. Especially in a Ferrari. I haven't used a Ferrari in ages, bro. I haven't used a Ferrari in absolute ages. Bro. I even forgot they had these Ferrari liveries. That's how bad it is. Yeah, let's try some Ferrari, man. The Ferrari's the best looking car. What is the best looking GT3? I'll be honest, I think the Ford's ugly. Well, the Aston's quite a good looking car. You only drive fixed. There's a lot of people like that, man. But man, bro, some setups are just part of the grind, bro. All right, what have I got? I did make. Oh, I've got some apprentice I can use. That's for Silverstone, though. I made this one after. Boom, we'll just take this.
Locking enabled.
The Corvette's a nice looking car, to be honest. The Ford is ugly, bro. It's just big. There's only one car that is big and beautiful, and that's the Bentley. Alright? The Bentley GT3 is the biggest and most beautiful car there is. All these other huge, humongous cars are just, they're just not as good looking, you know? Okay. Absolutely locking up on the brakes. I always find it fascinating when people only just started sim racing, because it's like, I know you got to start sometime, but it's just insane, man, how much more popular it's getting now. So was you like interested in like racing outside of sim racing? Because you get some people that are not even interested in the real life sports, but just want to play the game, you know? Oh shit. Yep. I don't know why I always do this, bro. I always do this. In the preview program. Hey, listen, I'm not sweating it, mate. I remember one time they weren't very happy with me because before one of the updates, I brought out the cheater video. I don't think they were too happy, but listen, at least it got them to do something about it. Yeah, I think just switching to 6 ABS helps get the car slowed down for the tight corners. Where's my TC? 545. Whoops. Trailer gears are slightly longer in this car as well. Okay, understeer for days. Okay, this was slow.
9203.46.
Okay, definitely brakes a lot better on 6. Oh my God. Man said he would have quit. Yeah, I don't know what I would have done if this game wasn't good. Cause I was already getting bored of ACC. Struggling to get on the power though. That was wide. They think about making R Factor free. Interesting. For now though, I feel like they should keep their concentration on LMU and don't let it slip, you know? I don't want them to get complacent on LMU, do you know what I mean? Back end feels fragile though. Broke too early. honestly think AC Evo is gonna have a tough time beating the original AC, man. I'll be honest. A lot of those mods on the original AC are so good, it's quite hard to actually live up to, man. Yeah, I've tried the F1 cars on AC before, man. The mods, insane. Honestly, I feel like they should give them the license for the F1 game. I'm not even joking. No, bro, too late. Right. Yeah, that setup totally doesn't feel like it's right for the track. But there's potential in the car.
Log building finished.
Yeah, potential in the car. Yeah, my middle sector definitely feels off in the Ferrari. Definitely feels off. It's just not fast through the sort of after the first sector split, very understeery, which is obviously my setup because it's for a completely different track. Yo, AJ, how you doing, man? You reckon they'll kill the servers? I don't know, maybe, it might do. But you get a lot of the AC community that still love doing like drifting. You know what I mean? There's just so many mods that you can do on AC1. But I feel like would Kunos themselves shut off the AC1 servers to force people onto Evo? That might be the play, because if your player base is split on the old game and you need them to buy into the new one, then what do you do? Yeah, I'm good, AJ, man. They'll revolt. I'm pretty sure they would. It's crazy, man. I can't lie. I try to stay away from giving a total impression on the game because it's not fully finished, but that's generally my perception, that it doesn't feel as good as the original AC, if I'm honest. There's something not quite right about that game, bro. Like it was weird. Like if I showed you guys all of the footage that I had of AC Evo when I tried it, I noticed like when you go into slow corners and you bang down the gears, the car would pivot, but then once you start sliding like sideways, bro, there's so much grip that the car just doesn't even spin. So it's like it was a similar thing we used to do on P cars, bro. You know, it's very weird. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's something not quite right with that game. Yeah, that's no good. But it's one thing I've always said about a game that tries to cater to a lot of different car classes. They will always be very good at one or two things and then be very bad at some of the others, bro. Because how do you have the physics to make every single car feel right, you know? At the end of the day, it's just coding. So in some places, the coding is not going to be able to cover all the bases, bro. That's the way I feel. I can't say that I noticed a massive difference after the update. It still felt like the force feedback was very, very smooth. Like everything was like overly smooth, overly dampened almost. And the rear end when you got on power was like non-existent, bro. I haven't played AC Rally because I'm not into rally games, so it's not really my forte. Alright. What did I do to this setup? So a little on the understeer side. Oh, okay. My packers are rather high at the front. Interesting. You know, the last sector didn't feel too bad. That middle sector, if I go down a couple of clicks, maybe. Out of the corner, when I put my foot down, it was a problem. So I might have to go down in the rear. Ah, there's a corporate rear anti-roll bar. Thank you. Alright, now let's go back up then. Rear anti-roll bar was on 4. Yeah, I'm too hyped for tomorrow, bro. Like, it's making me not even want to drive today. I don't want to drive, man. There's nothing to do. And I feel like the whole community feels the same. It may just be set up. As I said, this setup is not even for this track, bro. Well, we shall see. And the rear end was definitely a problem. I was struggling getting on the power out of corners. But we'll save this anyway. Bahrain test, I guess. Oops, forgot the N. What is the single thing, the single biggest thing that you guys are looking forward to, bro? Man said drive and dominate the 20-minute Fuji. Bro, last time I was there, I just kept taking people out, bro. I can't even lie. I was messing up quali and just binning people in the race because I was stuck behind them. Like, if these badges had came in like a week earlier, bro, I would probably be on probation right now. I'm telling you, the week that I had last week, I would be on probation right now. You hated it in ACC. I love Paul Ricard in ACC. Man says, I know, brother, I was killing people left, right, and center. Ah, man. Tire model anti-cheat penalty system. The anti-cheat is pretty important, man. And I'm glad. I really am. Because it's too long people have been getting away with manipulating here and there, adding 0.1 of grip. You know, just enough to put them in the conversation as one of the fastest, but not enough to alert you. You know? Hey, take care, man. Take care, Herman. Oh. Fuji. I'm pumped to do Paul Ricard tomorrow, bro. All the people play the Linux. And what even is Linux, bro? sometimes I'm downloading stuff and it asks me, do I want the Windows or Linux version? What is Linux? What's the GTE leaderboard? Right, let's have a look. What, Sebring, right? Oh my god. Yo, man said 43.9, normal. How are you gonna come in and just cheat that hard, bro? And just not care? Bro, how are you just not gonna care that you're just 16 seconds faster than anybody else? Yeah, bro, it's just diabolical, bro. Honestly. It just doesn't even deserve words, man. MAQ. What? It's a lot lighter than Windows, okay. A different operating system. Right. Yeah, it's his last day today, isn't it? You might as well just start taking a mic. Do you know what? Do you know what would be crazy? And maybe it's the future, but maybe if in games now, any game that's multiplayer, right? When you sign up to the game and you do your terms of service and that, you actually have to put some of your information in, like your actual identity and stuff like that, right? And that way, when you break the rules by cheating, you're actually liable by law to pay a fine or something. Maybe that's the only way they're gonna stop these cheats, bro. Because if you're gonna go and get fake ID, all in the case of cheating, then you've absolutely lost your mind. You know? Then you're absolutely, like, you're just a different breed of cheater. You know what I mean? But for the most part, you ain't playing the game without ID. How about that? So if you actually have to use real ID linked to a real address, and if you get caught cheating, bro, you get that letter to your door. Yeah, I thought so. So maybe Motec won't. Maybe the anti-cheat won't allow third-party apps to work anymore. Is what I was thinking. You wouldn't be getting fined in the game. You'll be getting fined for breaking the terms of service, because every time you jump on the game and you click that little acknowledge tab, somewhere in there is going to be like you're not supposed to cheat. So basically, if you cheat, i.e., you know, do something that you ticked that you wouldn't, then you're liable, brother. Maybe that would stop the cheaters. Because right now they're just running rampant, bro. Like you get guys like this one that just don't care. Right? Be like 16, 15 seconds faster than everybody. But then you got guys in here that you wouldn't even know just because they fit in. I've never read the full, not even one time. I haven't even read the top line, brother. I can't even lie. You want to see how fast my finger is on the scroller to get to the bottom? As soon as I see that acknowledged term, my finger is going for it. Wait, that sounded wrong. That's crazy. Yo, you lot are way too horny, bro. I'm telling you. Stop. What's from South Park? I haven't watched South Park in absolutely years. Alright, should we see if that Ferrari feels any better? But I got a feeling that the update is gonna just be, it's gonna be so good, bro. I expect there's gonna be like little problems here and there, but brother, who wants to do like a proper wet race? You know what I mean? Just full on downpour. You know what I mean? Having to use those wet lines and figure it out. There will be a wet race. Oh, sweet. Yeah, there's a lot of dirty driving at the moment, but maybe these badges and these threats of permanent bans might sort some of these guys out. The only issue is if you're the one that keeps on getting took out, then technically that's gonna put your name, because you're still having contact, so that's gonna put your name in with all the dirty guys, right?
Locking enabled.
Right. Right, let's see if I can get the Ferrari to produce any more pace. Yeah, that's true, bro. If you've gone onto any any open lobby, it's a nightmare. Yeah, any open lobby, bro, is just a nightmare. I remember when ACC in open lobbies was crazy as well. But I think if you're out here paying for a service, then obviously they need to be a bit more proactive. I tell you, one of the hardest races to do, or to get away at the start, got to be Brazil, bro. That is so hard at the start, because turn one comes at you so fast. Whenever you do multi-class, you always catch the back of the faster field if you're in GT3. And obviously the guys in the back of like LMP2s, Hypers, LMP3s, they're normally like a lot less careful. So trying to get through them and survive is normally very tricky. Yo, Leon, what's going on, bro? Yo, you need to be getting on tomorrow. Big update, man. I mean, iRacing's not gonna be the only game with the wet lines, bro. Maybe after this, we can watch the video of the update again together. Good. Yeah, definitely a 10-second gap is needed, man, for sure. Oh, nice. What did you think then? What are you looking forward to, bro? Apparently, Darking's saying they're going to have a bot changes as well, so should be interesting. I'm always worried about the bot changes that they make for GT3s, but the bot changes for hypers is probably just as important, because I feel like with the hypers, they seem to have not been able to balance them very well, you know? Oh yeah, it turns way better through here now. Alright, we fixed it, lads. We fixed the understeer through that corner already. Tyre's not even fully warm yet. Man, never thought I'd see the day. I'm just testing, because who knows what's going to be good tomorrow, bro. I've mainly stayed away from the Ferrari because of it overheating tires, and always used to struggle with the braking, so that's kind of why I stayed away from the Ferrari, you know. Yes, we fixed the understeer problem, lads. Of course, went too deep. That's what she said. What badge will I get? I better get that content creator, you know. I feel like I was putting in work trying to get people to buy this game in the beginning. Then again, after last week, we'll probably be on probation. I have a sneaky feeling that the Ferrari is going to be crazy. I think you're going to see a lot more car choice, man, on the grid. this setup feels decent. Just off of the back. Okay, I messed that up a little bit. Nah, brother, that's setup issue. I'll send the setup to you right now. I bet you can take curbs. I bet ya.
Lap 201.41.
Yeah, there you go. That was a curb. That was a curb. No! Why did I do that? I'm an idiot. I knew it was gonna go yellow. I knew you would do that to me. Oh my God. That was my fault. All right. The setup feels cool. Who wants this setup? Who wants this? Who wants it? Ah, who wants it, lads? I know. I'm just driving like an idiot.
Building finished.
All right, who wants this? What did I call it again? Bahrain test setup. Maybe I should add more to the name, right? Actually, there is actually no point. I'm gonna give you the setup anyway, just because. Bro, you got 1 day to use it, or less than a day. You got like 11. No, you got like 13 hours maybe, or 12 and a half hours. I'm gonna send it to you right now, brother. You literally got 12 and a half hours to use the setup, bro. I know what I'll do. I'm gonna drop it. I'm going to drop it in my Discord in the general chat. How about that? Might as well. Let me find this damn setup, bro. Common. Mandomer. User data. Bloody player settings, Bahrain. Oh my God. Damn. All right, there it is. All right, let me rename it because otherwise you're not gonna know what's going on. Ferrari 296 Bahrain test. Right. Where's my Discord? Right. It's in general chat, lads. It is in general chat in my Discord. It actually feels pretty damn good. I want to see you lot get in there and drive this thing. I'm not even lying. Because I don't even feel like I'm even ringing it. I'm not driving with any anger whatsoever. I'm literally driving within myself and it's doing low 201. So I would expect to see some 2 minutes, lads. All right? I want to see some twos. Yo, Errol, what's going on, man? The update is tomorrow. Normally, the update comes out when the races change over. So that's normally around 11 o'clock. So expect the servers to be offline for a little while, which is what normally happens. Yeah, Marius, you need to get on. We got tuning work to do, bro. You know we're gonna have them practice servers up probably tomorrow as well. You're gonna need to jump in, brother. You know what I mean? We gotta get a car and a setup down for the endurance. Hope you know this, bro. Surprising how nice that setup feels. What I will say is I do go to 6 ABS for turn 1. Man said strap up the wheel to the table. Yeah, I'm done, bro. Ah, bro. Man said strap up the wheel to the table. Bro, I remember them days, bro. Never be in the same position twice. Yo. That is funny, man. 9 minutes to go. Yeah, see, look, the funny thing is my first sector and my last sector are slower than what I did before. I haven't even nailed those sectors yet, bro. Actually, I probably would have done if I didn't just invalidate that last lap, but... Yeah, I'll hop in another Bahrain one after this, man. Yeah, we got the same problem. I've got the movable seat when I'm driving as well. But it is what it is, man. It's immersion.
Locking enabled.
Yo, I'm gonna have to get Darking to test this, you know. We'll see if the setup still works well tomorrow. What essentially I believe to be a tire model that's a bit more forgiving, so probably gonna have to get away with more things. with making the setup a little more aggressive. Actually, man, if you're on a T300, my setup should work perfectly fine for you, for sure. Oh yeah, you're on the T300, bro. I got too much little tips and tricks I haven't shared with you yet, bro. What wheel rotation are you running? Oh shit. I bet you haven't even been into the game files to change your saturation on your wheel. Man don't know what rotation he's running. That's crazy. Yep, I missed her, man. I didn't. Damn. Yeah, bro, like, if you're running like 900 on the T300, I don't know how you're doing it. Don't know how you're doing it. That's insane. All I know is on a T300, a tighter angle is faster. That's all I can tell you, man. Oh, you got the 450, 900 finger, yeah. I feel sorry for you, bro. I can't believe I've left you high and dry like this. Hold on, bro. It's a... Oh, my bad, bro. My bad. Anyway, let's see what my wheel is on right now, bro. 400, bro. That's what, for this car anyway, 400. Bro, 400. Turn these both off, yeah? And then go into your Thrustmaster control panel. Let me get mine up. Yeah, go into this, properties, stick that to 400 as well, brother. You know what I mean? Job's a good one. It drops tomorrow, normally around 11 o'clock, 11 a.m. If you're talking about the update. Oh yeah, Marius, just to let you know as well, in some cars, sometimes if I'm in a BMW, sometimes I'm down at 360. So I'll be running this at 360, that at 360, and in the Frostmaster control panel, I'll be running that in 360 as well, bro. Really just depend on the car, but like when we were testing it, when you run 900 on this game on a T300, you're just slower, bro. It's weird. It doesn't the wheel doesn't react quick enough. Even when Prenter came here, and obviously he's got a direct drive wheel, but when he comes to my house and he jumps on this wheel, he uses 900 at home, comes here, tries to use 900, and he's slower. And then he puts it to like 540, and then he's fast again. It's weird, bro. It's crazy, bro. Oh, this session's almost finished anyway. I'll just wait for the next session, man. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. You're probably gonna be thinking, what the hell? I need that Moser. Bro, I know. Who's got the better rims though? Moser or Fanatec? I swear Fanatec's got the better rims, right? I just like a decent rim. I just want to get away from the circular rim. I had the F1 rim. Where is it? I might have put it back in the eye. I had the F1 rim before. I preferred it so much, bro. Hey, yo. Marius, you're a horny guy. You need to chill. Man said I like the rims. Allow it. Allow it, brother. I didn't mean it like that. Wait, hold on. Oh, not me. Sim Magic. Yeah, Sim Magic. Bro, any DD wheel is gonna be better than what I got. What about that what's that Chinese company? Is it Conspit? Apparently, Dennis Lind, the GT3 driver, said that Conspit pedals are in terms of feel, are the best pedals that he's used, bro. Which is crazy. It's a crazy statement still. You got the Bose R9. Oh yeah, do you know what as well, lads? I said I was gonna do it, but I've actually posted on my second channel, bro. I've been posting our Battlefield stuff on my second channel. So go ahead and watch my second channel. Hold on, I might put a little link in the chat. You know what I mean? Hold on. Yeah. We might just put a little link in the chat, brothers, you know? Little link in the chat. PCARS 2 Steam leaderboard. Bro. PCARS 2, bro. Listen, I spend hours on that game, bro. I spent hours on PCARS 2 and I spent hours on ACC. Isn't 12 newton meters the go-to amount of torque? There you go. I want to see subs, bro. I want to see subs, bro. I've only got like 43 subscribers on my second channel because I just don't even really use it. But because us lot are always on Battlefield, I decided I might as well just upload the gameplays that we have, you know. Appreciate it. 44, appreciate that. Know what I mean? The extracurricular activities when me and the boys are not on the racetrack. Right, did you lot go and download the setup? Because I want to see what you lot are doing in Bahrain, bro. I want to see that. Oh, you got to S3 and P3 as well. Okay. Cheers. I've been Platinum 3 for so long, bro. I don't even feel like I even did anything to achieve it apart from just do races again and again. Took you 83 races. But you would have been beating a lot of higher ranked people, so you would have got there quick. When I first jumped on the game, everyone was ranked the same, bro. So you couldn't even, once you've done well for a couple of days, you were just ranked higher than everybody else. So whenever you got beat, it was just sad. Appreciate it, lads, for the subs. All right, tomorrow. Listen, I hope everyone's around tomorrow, you know, because we're gonna be running some lobbies. If the main lobby's too crazy, I'll just run my own lobby, you know, and give out the password. Man done 19 races at Fuji and 115. Your pace was crazy at Fuji, to be fair. No, the update is out tomorrow, normally around about 11 o'clock. Normally it's 11 a.m. when the daily races change over. That's normally around the time we get the update. I said Fuji is your baby. So what other tracks do you like then? Who's looking forward to Paul Ricard? I'm going to have to find my braking marker on that straight because I'm just too used to just driving straight. It's Sebring. I don't mind the flow of Sebring, but that's one of the tracks where I have to do it. I have to actually practice to be fast at Sebring because I don't do it often. Brazil is my favorite by far. My best track by far, my favorite by far. It's not even questionable. Sebring LMP2 is goated. I don't know, bro. I feel like Interlagos is just the ultimate track for racing, lads. Brazil's has got to be the number one. I'm sorry. It's got to be. Monza is a weird track choice. I hate Monza with passion. I hate Monza with passion and determination. It gets on my nerves. Hey, yes, that's what I want to see. So have you done your hot stints for VMS then? I hope you get into split one, bro. Road Atlanta. Now that's a good track, bro. I can't lie. Road Atlanta is a proper track. Motorsport's a good track. Oh, opens on the 10th. What track is it? Did you watch VMS yesterday? I can't believe what happened to Delorme, bro. Man got pole and didn't even get past turn 3 because of the guy who got pole for the hypers. Bro, I was like, yo. That is probably the worst thing that can happen to you, man. Oh, it's at Fuji, yeah? Cheers. Yeah, but you're gonna need a dope setup though. You're gonna need a dope setup. You know what I'm saying? So you can, you know what I mean? Yeah, I hear Sim Magic's good as well. Because to make sure you get into split one, you sure, bro? Because I swear a lot of the dudes that do unless they man said, bro, you sure, brother? You talk about split one VMS. If it's a case of most of the guys get to come walk straight back in, then you're good. If it's a case where all of the guys in split one have to re-qualify, you're gonna need a decent setup, brother. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Because then the only guy that's guaranteed to come back is Huben. You know what I mean? So you need to make sure you out-qualify the split one guys with the setups, bro. Telling you. But we got some decent setups. So I expect to see you in split one, brother. Yeah, what did they do? They only did a 34. To be honest, I could do them times. I'm not even lying, bro. At Brazil, I might be him because I can do them times. I can't lie. But that's Interlagos, you know? At Interlagos, bro, I've got it. It's the only track where I've got it, for real. You know what I mean? Yeah, 34.5, 34.6, bro, but 34s is attainable, bro. Man used to do 34s in race pace, bro, at Interlagos in the Lexus on fixed. But I can't lie, like, Huben doing a 34, like, 6 in the Ford around Interlagos is impressive, bro, because I tried the Ford around there and it's not up there like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, we got setups for Fuji, bro. Was it? Interesting. Sim Magic, eh? Well, I have to talk to my boy. Brendan got setups for everything, so I have to ask him. He's got his own setup workshop, so. I said Prenta with a T. Prenta. Prenda. Are you on Sim Magic? Lads, 10 o'clock. Look, I'm not doing any more driving, lads, because I'm too hyped for tomorrow, innit? You know? I don't even want to get into this, like. But did you guys watch VMS yesterday? Couldn't believe what happened to that first corner, mate, I tell you. All right, talk to me, because we did discuss this earlier on in the stream. What do you guys think about the situation with Yerne? You know, what do you think about the fact that Team Orders came in and took the championship away from him? What is your PC proper dead? But listen, that's what they do with the warranty, bro. When does your warranty end? Has it already passed and gone? You want to check your RAM. It might be your RAM still. If it's like completely not switching on, sometimes that's your RAM. Yeah, but it's VMS is not a team event though. Because in VMS there is no teammates. It's just these guys, they drive for the same esports team. They just happen to all be doing the same league. But like, for instance, like when we were doing like AOR and ACC, there'll be a lot of guys that's in the same team, but they don't let each other through because you're battling them. You know, we had a lot of like Veloce drivers, had Williams esports drivers. They didn't let each other through. You know what I mean? Maybe they would for a championship, but that's the kind of thing that makes it not fair on the others. Because if you're not racing with people from your team and it's just you, then you're literally fighting against a whole other team. All right, Marius, man. Who are you getting your PC from, brother? Sound like you got it from the back of a lorry, mate. What type of PC is that? Breaking down as soon as warranty is over. It's crazy. Lenovo. Bro, you want to get on PC specialist, bro. Man said Lenovo. That sound like a laptop. Bro, man's trying to contact them on Discord at 10 o'clock. Bro, you better come back at 9 a.m., boy. Bro. Yo, I had a similar experience recently, right? Like, my daughter's birthday was on the 1st of December, and we had ordered her a red velvet cake, birthday cake, with like a birthday message on it. Bro, when the cake came, bro, why was it a totally different cake with somebody else's name on it, bro? Completely different message. I was like, yo, what's going on here? It's a totally different cake. And then, so we phoned them and we were getting aired for ages, bro. I'm just like, listen, like, I don't want it to get to the stage where I have to start looking for the address from the shop. Because if I have to go down to the shop, I'm going to be annoyed that I have to go down to the shop. I'm going to be overly annoyed because one, you've messed up the cake. And two, now you're forcing me to have to come down towards you. You know what I mean? And then in the end, they brought it just in time. You know what I mean? Like, bro, it was so annoying. Like, how am I going to pay? And the cake they bought us was cheaper than the one that I bought. I was like, nah. Like, you're not taking a mick. How'd you get a whole cake wrong? We literally had a whole entire cake that just wasn't ours, bro. Like, I don't get it. How'd you mess up an order when that's your only job? Is to deliver cakes. It's the only thing you have to get right. You know what I mean? It's crazy. To be honest, the red velvet cake was nice though, because I've had red velvet from Costco's, which is the number one. But this one was decent. It's a little bit too creamy at the top. I don't really like all that cream, but it was cool. I like plain cakes, bro. Like plain. You could give me like just a sponge cake with nothing on it, nothing in the middle, nothing. I will back that. I'll prefer that than to have all raisins and jam and cream and all that crap all over it. I don't really like that. But yeah, man, tomorrow's the big day. The big day. Cannot wait, bro. So we will see what cars we take tomorrow. Prediction. Well, I think we'll give it a couple of weeks. I'm glad that the endurance is happening on the weekend afterwards, so we get a chance to see what cars are really fast, man. All right, Michael, take care, brother. Yeah, get a bar in and use that Ferrari setup. See how it goes, bro. Hey, red velvet cake is beautiful. I tell you what, cake is banging. Maybe because I had it not last Christmas. My missus, the in-laws came round, and her mother-in-law bought this rainbow cake. I don't know where she got this cake. Oh my God, bro. It is the only cake I've had that tastes better than red velvet, bro. Like, it had the same sort of like sweet cream layers, but it wasn't overbearing. But yo, that cake right there, bro, I was like, wow. Normally, like, I'm not really a dessert person, bro, but that cake right there, jeez. I think we're probably going to do the Paul Ricard next weekend or whenever it is, 19th, 20th, whatever. We'll probably do that Paul Ricard, man. So I think we're going to grind. We grind all week on Paul Ricard, figure out what cars are really good. And maybe, apparently there's going to be bop changes. Maybe there'll be, you might see some in some different cars compared to what you normally see us in. Do you know what, bro? I don't know. Paul Ricard, I might back out the VR. I might have to just pull the VR out, bro. Because I was using the VR around Qatar, and it's actually pretty fun. I tell you what, VR in a hypercar just looks amazing. VR in a hyper, for whatever reason, bro, it just looks so good. One of the main reasons why I don't do hypers that much is I don't enjoy the in-car that much, apart from when I'm in VR. When I'm in VR, it looks crazy good. All right, we don't have a setup. The setup is in general chat, bro. General chat. Let's go to general chat and it should be there.
Locking enabled.
This is a pretty fun track for hypers, I would think. Take care, bro. I kind of feel sorry for the hypercar drivers that they're not really getting no new updates, really. Okay, cold tires. We haven't experienced cold tires on these cars before. Ooh. Definitely a bit on the sketchy side. Oh shit. Oh, damn. Okay, these tires are cold. Saved it though. We need some heat in these tires, bro. Oh my god. Oh my days. Alright, we got heat in his eyes, lads. Damn. Okay. All right, we'll do this. Okay, nearly binned it on the brakes. I don't think I changed my brake pressure, I forgot. Okay, that was third. It's like trying to relearn the track again. Okay, now I've got a bit of grip. Okay, is it still second? Yeah, I'm in a hypercar, brother. I'm in a hyper. Oh my god. Okay. Jeez. I was about to go around then. And then as well. Oh my god. I swear I used to like the Toyota. No, I'm wide. I'm braking too late. Okay, that might be second. I don't even know what gear to be in. Okay. I gotta remember my bloody deployment and stuff, innit? Forgot about that. Okay, I can't do that in fifth. Damn. Not getting as much grip as I thought I would. Yeah, I gotta remember to brake way earlier. Bit too understeer here. Don't worry, brother. Have you made them wheel changes yet? Okay, locking up everywhere. Turn! Oh my God. I mean, you can catch it, but damn. Bollocks. Lifting a bit before braking.
Lap 145.29.
Worked well. I think I just have to get used to the where to brake and stuff. Oh my God, did it again. Bollocks.
Time 144.5.
Man said infinite rotation, you know. There's definitely a lot more grip now the tyres are warm. Alright, let's try not to mess up the last sector, lads. Oh, what? That's when they choose to invalidate, huh? We're getting closer, we're getting closer. We're understanding it a bit better. Uh-oh. Fucked it. I thought we were. Okay, you can't. In a sense, it's like the GTEs. You can't just take the piss when you're trying to push it, man. Yeah, I'm spamming that downshift, bro.
Finished.
You can't just take the mic. I would actually lower my brake pressure a little bit. Oops. I have no idea what they're running in the hypers, bro. I have no idea about hyper setups at all. 95. We'll hold a 91. I swear I used to change the brake migration. Alright. Camber. We'll try coming down on that. Whoa. Alright, let's do that. Let's do that. I'm not touching nothing else. Because this is all third damper and yeah, we're not doing all that. We're not doing all that. This is why I don't drive these cars, bro. Because all of this third damper and leave it out. Bro, the hypercar setups, bro, are too much. They're too much for the headspace, bro. I can't lie. The W12. Nah, this thing's got grip. It's got grip. I just need to not bin it out of the pits and ruin my tires. I was actually surprised, but I have to remember that I swear the hypercar tire model is different from the GT3s anyway.
Locking enabled.
This ain't doing nothing to warm up the tires. At least, actually, still, I was about to say, at least tomorrow, you can heat up the rims of the tires and you're good. But you can't, because it's not even on the hypercars, is it? Alright, couple of laps, we just need to stay safe. Because right now it's like driving on ice. I swear I could do that in fifth. Or was it wishful thinking? Tires won't be up to temp yet. Yeah, still pure understeer. Oh shit. Damn. I tried to throw it in, it wasn't having it. I tried to throw it in, it was not having it, man.
Lap 146.29.
Oh my god. Do you want to make that corner idea? Okay, completely outbroke myself. Okay, just do it in fourth. Right, this is the lap. This is the lap, lads.
Lap 145.39.
Traffic. Oh, I just can't get it in. That was atrocious.
Time 144.44.
There is quite a lot of drift in these cars, actually. I'm an idiot. Pushed too hard for that corner. Keep doing it as well. That was terrible. That was also terrible. That was terrible. One more lap.
That time was a 1:44.09.
Uh-oh, messed up. I wonder if they use a lot of TC override in this car. Or in the hypers. Well, it seems as if it takes long to get the tyres up to temp, man.
That time was a 1:44.93.
Buttocks. Yellow flags, we don't care about those. Oh, fuck. Oh, we parked in it to him. In like a glove, I guess. Fuck. Right. Man said the skill gap.
Log building finished.
I think you have to get used to it, man. Because your braking zones are different, the way you brake, everything's just different. You know what I mean? Like even like the high speed, I'm not even sure how much speed I can take into the corners, you know? That's why like driving the hypercars in this game is like driving complete different cars, bro. Bro, look, I had to park it right there. I had to park it right there. The probation badge. Nah. He was stopped. Return to garage, mate. If he returned to garage, it never would have happened. Yeah, but this track's pretty fun, to be fair, with the hybrids. I think that was my, maybe 92 would be my go-to brake pressure, I think. You know? 92 would be cool. Other than that, I don't know what these guys are running on setup, bro. No idea. How high does the wing go up? To 12. Interesting. Ride height 4.5. Fuck. So I mean, I've got no clue. 4.5 is crazy. But I suppose these cars are lower to the ground, right? What they do with the preload, the power and the coast, all of this. Never driven a hyper in open before. Never. Setting up these cars must be nuts. Yeah, I wonder, like, because I wonder if they, on default, they just run more camber. I have no idea. Because I think I was actually a little bit quicker when I had the camera up. And that's normally never happens. Weird. But I believe that the hypers are on the old tire model, innit? So it's like a completely different game. I think the GTEs were on the old tire model as well. But the GTEs to set up are way easier than the hypers, bro. The hypers look like they're just like it's too much science trying to set one of those up, bro. That's why I just don't bother driving. You know what I mean? Unless you're doing 20-minute races, and you can't really get 20-minute hypercar races, but open setup, yeah, I'm just not doing it, bro. Not doing it. Exactly. That's why I don't bother. GTE setups are easy because they're just like GT3s. I don't even find GTEs hard to drive, bro. I think like the only thing that's hard about the GTEs is braking. But after you sort the braking out, it's easy because they got more grip than the GT3s. So you can send it through certain corners, man. You know what I mean? But it's just the braking for the GTEs that's tricky. Especially when you've been grinding GT3s and you're just slamming on the brakes. But they GTEs were fun though back in the day. I was using the Thrustmaster TLCMs before. When I was on the GTEs. They weren't too bad. Driving a what in terms of grip? Maybe in terms of grip, similar. The braking though was just well better, bro. I like that the braking on the GTEs was like, that was when it was actually hard to get past people. If they were good on the brakes, it was actually hard. Because it was very hard to outbrake people. But for me, with the GTEs, like, the BOP has always been the main issue, man. You're trying to see me in the new LMP3 tomorrow. Why? I ain't got time for that, bro. I can't lie. I haven't got enough time to be messing around in a GT3, bro. We got a new BOP, and we got an endurance race coming out. We got setups to grind, mate. Do you know what I mean? That's why I don't bother with LMP3, because all in all, who does the LMP3 races, bro? There's no one in them. Do you know what I mean? That's why it's like going in ACC and grinding the GT4s. No one uses them. You get maybe 1 or 2 people that use them. Other than that, no one uses them. Everyone's in the GT3s. You know what I mean? That's why I don't bother waste any time. Do you know what I mean? Because every time I'm not in a GT3, these lot are grinding, finding out new things in the setup. You're falling behind, isn't it? That's the way I see it, bro. That's the way I see it. Like, every time you leave the GT3s to go do something else and you allow these guys to find time and find things in the setup, you're just giving them a head start, man. That's why a lot of people that left ACC late, that's why it's taken them so long to get fast on LMU, bro. They gave people too much of a head start, so people already built up their knowledge. You know what I mean? Because I've seen guys from ACC jumped on this game, struggled straight away, saw that they were slower than people that they were faster than ACC, and just not come back to the game. But it's like, well, you didn't commit. You know what I mean? Like, when I left Project Cars, I committed to ACC, bro. I didn't care who was still playing P Cars. I committed. You know what I mean? And you need to do that when a new title comes out that you like. You need to commit early, bro. Get in that community early. It's gonna help you. But yeah, lads. Anyway, I'm gonna be back tomorrow. You know the vibes. It is pull record, multiple cars, grinding tomorrow. That's all we're interested in, man. But I want to see what you guys' thoughts and feelings are for the game tomorrow. See how you guys interpret the tire model. I'm trying to keep in mind how this tire model feels. And then what I'm gonna do is maybe I'll jump on Bahrain again. And I'll get the conditions for what the conditions are today around Bahrain. And then I'm gonna jump on tomorrow, try it again. Exact same conditions. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna see what the lap time's saying. You know what I mean? See what the difference is. And we shall see, innit? But yeah, lads, appreciate y'all and all that good stuff. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. Enjoy your sleep. Make sure you go sleep early so you have to wait long for the update, innit? Go sleep now so the update gets here quicker. That's what I used to do as a kid. Go sleep early just so tomorrow comes quicker. All right? But anyway, guys, take care. Peace, love, all of that. Blessings.